Well, this morning, the effort to stop the stigma around addiction and prioritize mental health is underway.
Ohio Governor Mike DeWine recently launched the Ohio Recovery Friendly Workplace Program. That program aims to create job opportunities for those in recovery, combat the stigma, and establish a workplace dynamic where all can feel safe.
Mike Holden joins us live in the newsroom this morning with more on why some say this initiative is so vital and, more importantly, Mike, how it could potentially save lives.
Mike and Tiffany, absolutely. And oftentimes those in recovery are suffering in silence, living in a state of fear over if they will lose their job and if they will ever really feel accepted. Recent data shows more than 19% of Ohio adults have a substance use disorder, and 9% of Ohio adults experience thoughts of suicide. This program, though, establishes safeguards, and those that I spoke with say it's the best approach.
My story is probably similar to a lot of people. I was young and I had a minor back injury.
Jess Saker knows firsthand about the ups and downs of addiction and the road to recovery.
I was prescribed opiate pain medication, and those prescriptions just became more and more to the point where I became very dependent on them.
She tragically lost her father to an overdose and her brother to suicide.
This is what my brother is part of his ashes that I wear. I only wear this on like very special occasions.
Through the pain, her drug use intensified and took a total chokehold of her daily being.
From there, graduated to heroin, to IV drug use, and for over a decade of my life, that's just what controlled me.
A 5-year jail sentence and a 9-month stay at the Edna House for Women, recommended by her parole officer, would change the entire trajectory of her life. Her mistakes leading her to a new beginning and a new purpose. She found sobriety and peace. 7 years later.
Yeah.
You're here.
I'm here.
How's it feel?
It feels amazing.
With no judgment of her past and a true sense of understanding of her recovery, she got hired here at the Adams Board of Cuyahoga County. They saw her potential and promoted her to the director of IT.
We want people to know that treatment works and people do recover.
Being comfortable in my place of employment is so important to me. And I know that I work for an organization that focuses on recovery.
Jess's story of triumph and Adams Board's overall operation aligns with Governor Mike DeWine recently launching the Ohio Recovery Friendly Workplace Program. Through his program, businesses are encouraged to earn a designation through the state and support recovery-friendly practices in the workplace.
We have to change our culture. So many people today have had an addiction problem, have an addiction problem, have a mental health problem.
Both Jess and Scott applaud the measure and hope to see more businesses embrace it. They say it's necessary and a step in the right direction.
You're going to get employees that are hardworking, that are grateful. And what I do, and a lot of people in the recovery area, we try to show our gratitude through action.
It's also a huge step in ending stigma as well, right? By allowing people to tell their story.
It's certainly progress. So Jess actually works each day as a sober advocate and mentor in her community, and she hopes sharing her story will make others see that it is possible. Interested businesses, we have to stress this morning, can request a designation and find more information on recovery-friendly practices. We've linked to it on this story, news5cleveland.com, as well as our app. In addition, if you are struggling or maybe you know someone that needs help, simply dial 988. That is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Help is out there, and of course, it's readily available, Tiffany.
Yeah, it really is, Mike. And you mentioned how businesses can get this designation to show that they are recovery and mental health friendly workplace. What kind of examples could they use to meet that criteria?
There are so many out there, but training leaders on how to identify substance use and encouraging coworkers to get help, ending discrimination against those struggling with mental health and substance abuse disorders, also offering access to naloxone and how to use it in the instance of emergency, and of course, promoting that 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. By starting this conversation now, they say these are the right steps to bringing change.
Yeah, and hopefully sharing her story can help someone else. Thanks, Mike.